There is, unfortunately, no escaping physics. Bound by the speed of light, even information must take its time to get birds going. And as we move farther into the void, that time grows until the distance becomes unspeakable.
Hey. I guess I should start this off by updating you on my condition. I'm doing alright now. As you can tell, I'm no longer coughing. I'm going to be alright. There is still a little bit of trouble with the dust that I inhaled. The physician says it should be fine. It should clear up soon. I'm not having any more ill effects from it. I came here to look for aliens, not to discover a new kind of illness. But I don't think there's anything to worry about. I know I'll be okay. I promise you. I did everything I was supposed to. I listened to my physician. I'm sorry you had to worry about me, Sage. It really hurt knowing that you were out there unable to do anything, but hope that I would get better and that it wasn't anything serious. But I promise I'm okay now and everything should fully clear up soon. They actually took some samples from my lungs, which it's a little weird to think about. But, maybe we will discover something new about it. That would be something, wouldn't it? But for now, I should apologize for how late you are getting this message. We passed by asteroid belt. We're now around Neptune. We actually went down onto the planet itself. Well, I mean, you can't really land on the planet of Neptune because of its atmosphere, and there's no real solid land, and it's pretty dangerous still. But we thought we saw signs of life down there, something that we hadn't seen before, and of course, I was one of the first to volunteer. I really wanted to get back in the action. We unfortunately didn't discover anything, but we're still hoping that another go at it will produce results. So, fingers crossed. It did take a long time to get down there and then to get back and make sure everything was fine and there was no problems or anything. I miss getting to hear you, though. I miss getting to talk to you. I miss you so much. But, I'm really excited to hear your message, especially what you were talking about with Wes and Simmons. You're right. I started looking into it myself because it really drew my attention, especially the way you explained it to me. I mean, Simmons, I feel so bad for him, but also I wish I could be there and help him, because if he found alien life, if it's with him, I mean, I'm a xenobiologist. I wish I could offer any advice or figure things out for him. Maybe it's a little selfish because it's, something new and exciting, and I know he might be in danger or whatever it is that's there with him. If we're getting messages from other people, if we're somehow picking up their signals, maybe Simmons will hear this. Maybe Simmons will know that someone's out here, that we're both out here rooting for him and wanting him to make it back okay. And Simmons, if you are, I don't have any advice for you, but you should take care. Any alien life can be dangerous to interact with, especially if it's unknown. Simmons and West aren't the only ones, though. I've also picked up on some messages from other people. You were right, there was a few messages that seemed to be not from you that I kind of just ignored because, I already have so much work and it felt a little invasive to listen. Not that I'm saying you listening to Simmons and Wes's Invasive, because I liked getting to hear you talk about them. Hearing you say that they remind you of us when we were younger, I can really see that. It really brings me back to when we were younger, when we were just first starting to get to know each other. Those days were amazing. Yes, other people. I've picked up some signals, some messages from a mental health professional named Crystal and a soldier that she's talking to. Hold on a sec, I'm trying to remember what the name is of this guy. Francisco, I believe that's his name. I have been listening to their exchanges. Francisco is another person I really wish that I could talk to. If what attacked him really was an alien, I have so many questions, but I also really want to help him as well. If I could just learn about these things, get an idea of what they are, maybe I could help people who have to deal with the fear of facing something unknown. Maybe the idea is too grand, but I hope they can hear these too. Both Simmons and Francisco. I want them to know that they're not alone, that there are people out there that are rooting for them, that care about what happened to them. I know they have their own people they're talking to. Crystal seems very charming. She seems a little strange, but, you know, aren't we all? It's strange, really, to hear these other messages. To know there are other people out there that are dealing with their own problems. Being here in this ship, traveling with just the rest of the crew, sometimes it feels like it's just us. That we're the only ones out here in this galaxy. And I know that's not true. Because I know you're out there, Sage. I know that you're waiting for me. And I know that Elizabeth is waiting, and our families, and so many other people. But this just, it feels like a reminder that there's so much happening. It's almost hard to believe exactly what's happening. How everyone's having their own experiences. I hope you're doing well. I hope you haven't run into anything too exciting in a bad way, like me or the others that we have heard. I hope the only exciting things are good, positive. I don't want anything to happen to you. And I know there's not much I can do from here, but I'm going to hope as much as I can that you're okay. And that everyone gets a happy ending. I'm gonna come home to you. I promise you that. Nothing is gonna keep me from returning. I think about it all the time, Sage. And no sickness or aliens or anything else is gonna keep me from coming back. But for now, I'm also having an alien experience because there's something on Neptune and we're gonna figure out what it is. And hopefully next time I send you a message, I'll have news on what it could be. And hopefully no new news on my condition, which is fine. I will remind you, I am fine. There is no problems. I will be okay, I promise. I'm not just saying that. I know how things are, but I don't think there's anything to worry about. Things are just taking a while to get better because this is something new and different and... Alright, I have to get back to work. As much as I would love to spend hours upon hours talking to you, filling you in with everything, I will be sure to tell you everything about what's happening on Neptune next time I send you a message. Until then, I love you, Take care, my blossom. Take care.
Unspeakable Distance is an actual play podcast of Communication Delay by Audio Quinn. A link to the game's itch.io page and credits for our players are available in the show notes linked to this episode. This podcast has been a production of the Library of Cursed Knowledge Podcast Network.